Ayy, I'm fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip.
What's going on? What's going on? Peace and blessings to the multitude. It's the Fanatical Massholes show. It's your boy Mizzo. What's going on with y'all, man? How y'all living? All right. Hopefully everything's good. We got a good show for y'all today. Obviously, I'm gonna break down the college football playoff reactions. Got some big games coming up this weekend. Basically every championship game has playoff implications. See who gets in. Aaron Rodgers, is he gonna come back? Should he come back? We'll get into that. Obviously, we got our locks, rants, my in-season tournament thoughts. My Nets didn't make it, even though they finished 3-1 in the tournament in group play, point differential. So I'm gonna get into that. Likes and dislikes of the tournament. Some little bit of hot stove MLB. We know what we got to do for the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? So, and got a couple funny stories as well. So stay tapped in, stay locked in with us. Appreciate it. Y'all supporting me so far. Before we get into everything, though, I'd like to thank my sponsors. If you're looking for a plate, hit up the man Timothy Brumfield, Big Belly Barbecue. All his handles are all there. It's showing up on the screen on the image right now that I got posted up. So check him out. He's Fat Boy 508 on Instagram, Timothy Brumfield on Facebook, et cetera, et cetera. Like I said, he caters, all the fixings, good meals, good brother. Go hit him up. You know what I mean? If you want a nice meal. Also, if you're looking to get some clothes, hit up my man Charles Price, aka C's Black, Young Fly Forever. He's got a store on Southbridge on Hamilton Street. And he's also got a website, www.youngflyforever.com. Got clothes for the kids, men, women. Again, he got the 3-piece suits for the men. So if you're trying to get dapper, he got you there too. So hit him up. And as always, like, subscribe, share, comment, support the movement. We appreciate, I appreciate everybody supporting me so far. All right, let's get into it. So, college football playoffs, man. They dropped their rankings this week. Obviously, this is second to last one. So this weekend is coming up. It's going to be determined what happens. So basically, the top six. Georgia 1, Michigan 2, Washington 3, Florida State 4, Oregon 5, Ohio State 6. Ohio State didn't drop that far, losing to Michigan. Ohio State's got a pretty good resume beating teams like Notre Dame and Penn State. Michigan also beat Penn State, but Penn State's not really there as much as Penn State. The win doesn't look as good, but still, they were a ranked team, they were ranked top 15 at the time. So, but I've been hearing a lot of basically sentiments, basically saying the Seminoles, even if they beat Louisville tomorrow, which I think they will. I'm a Seminoles fan, so we definitely gonna get it done. They shouldn't be in the playoff because they lost their best player, Jordan Travis. I think that's bullshit. I'm gonna keep it just like that. Why? They beat all the teams in front of them in a Power 5 conference. They beat LSU when LSU was ranked 5. I don't care if LSU's not there anymore, but they handled them. Okay, they beat Duke when Duke was ranked. They beat Miami. They beat, and they're gonna beat Louisville. Again, Louisville losing last week hurts them because if Louisville would have beat, who did they lose to? Was it Pitt? I forgot whoever. No, it wasn't Pitt. Kentucky. I'm sorry. If Louisville would have beat Kentucky, Louisville would have been top 10. And if Florida State beats Louisville tomorrow, that would have been definitely a feather in their cap. Boom. We'd be the top 10 team. It's not going to be the case. They're going to be around top 15. Top 20, that's still a big win. You went undefeated. I don't care if your best player is gone. Your starting quarterback is gone. Like they're basically saying the quiet part out loud that it's not about wins. It's not about who has the most wins. It's about the best teams who the teams want to see, the best games. They want to put the best matchups together because, again, what's happening lately with the college football playoff is the semifinal games have been trash and the national championship games have been pretty good. But last year, it was the opposite. The two semifinal games were pretty damn good, went down to the wire. Both games, obviously, Georgia, Ohio State was a nail biter all the way to the end. And then, obviously, we got the national championship game, Georgia, TCU, and it wasn't even close. Like, come on, man. 70 damn points. They only scored 7 points in the national championship game. Georgia put up 70. They don't want to see that again. But again, me being biased, yeah, that's my team. I don't think that's going to happen. Florida State's a damn good team, better team than TCU last year, I think. So Florida State wins this game. If Florida State beats beats Louisville, they better get in the tournament. the playoff, I should say. You can't deny him. You cannot deny him. Now, there's a lot of scenarios going on. Shit, if Alabama beats Georgia, should Georgia still get in? I say no. They're probably gonna, but I say no. They don't. Their resume is not as their resume is just as good as Florida State's. They haven't beat any big teams either. Like the win against Tennessee is not that great now. Missouri, okay, that's a good one. Kentucky, when Kentucky was good, they beat them, but that's not that great of a win either now. So I would say Georgia shouldn't get in. And who they played before that? Georgia's schedule was Cupcake City. No, they shouldn't get in. They probably will though because they're the number one team. If this plays out like this is what I think is good. This is what I think could happen. If, like I said this early in the season. If Oregon beats Washington, I think both them teams should get in. The Pac-12 to me was the best conference this season, top to bottom. Pac-12 was the best conference. So I think those two teams should get in. If Oregon beats Washington and it's a close game. Now Oregon's favored by 9.5 points. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I don't get that. Because the first game was a thriller. Yes, Oregon should have won the game. Washington came back, won, missed field goal by Oregon, but 9.5 is way too big of a spread. So if they keep it close, I think both teams should get in. So here's what I think is going to happen. Here's my prediction. Matter of fact, let me give you my locks first. But let me get into a couple other stories. Pardon me. So let's move on a little bit off that. So that's my college football playoff reaction. I think, to sum it up, Florida State wins, they should get in. If Alabama loses, they shouldn't. I'm saying if Georgia loses, they shouldn't. If Oregon beats Washington and it's close, they both should get in. All right. Now, let's move on. Aaron Rodgers. He's thinking about making a comeback. Not thinking about, I'm sorry. He's been cleared to practice for the first time. He's saying he wants to come back. He's eyeing the game against my Commanders on December 24th, Christmas Eve, to come back. Now, do I think he should come back? No. It's 3 months basically since he got hurt. It's going to be like 3.5 months since he tore his Achilles. I wouldn't do it, especially if they're not in the playoffs. I definitely would not do that if I'm Aaron Rodgers. You definitely just sit it out, man. Come back next season, But he just went to another franchise and put his grip on it, got the vice grips on him. Come on, Jets, man. Take back some of your power. Like, no, man, sit down. Especially if you're out of the playoffs. Sit down and come back next season. The O-line's still not great at all. The Jets O-line is just as bad as the Commanders. They're third in giving up the most sacks. They're giving up the third most sacks, in the league this season. Come on, man. Like, it's crazy. So I would definitely sit him down. I would tell him, look, nah, man, we're making the executive decision this time. You're not controlling this one. You're gonna sit it out, come back next year. Let's draft, build this O-line back up, and we'll go from there. That's my thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts again. Like, subscribe, share, comment. All right. Now, as we talked about, as I teased it, let's get into my locks. So again, the game, before I do that, my bad again. Sorry. The game I'm looking forward to is obviously for college is the Power 5 conference championship games, all of them, and that's the games that's the games that are my locks. Again, this is big. This is a big game for Florida State. Big game for all the teams. But this is where you got it. Florida State, you got to come in. You got to send a message. Even with Tate Rodemaker, you got to beat Louisville by at least 10 points. 2 scores for them to say, look, we can't keep them out. There's no way we can keep them out. If it's close, they're going to make an argument, and they're probably going to keep them out. They're going to keep Florida State out. But if Florida State beats Louisville by 10 plus, nah, man. Door shut, case closed. They're in the playoff. And obviously, like I said, the implications. Texas beats Oklahoma State. They got a chance. Again, especially if Alabama beats Georgia, they got a chance because Texas beat Alabama. I think Texas should be in over Alabama. Probably won't happen, but we'll see. And obviously I think Michigan's in. So that's the games I'm looking forward to. The 5 top Power 5 championship games starting tonight. You know what I'm saying? So definitely tune in tonight to watch that Washington-Oregon championship game. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. All right, here's my locks. I got Washington plus 9.5. Oregon Pac-12 championship. I mean, again, that's a big ass spread. 9.5. Nah, man, I don't see it. All right. I got Oklahoma State plus 14.5. And Texas in the Big 12 championship. I like Oklahoma State, man. Oklahoma State, they might do some things. You know what I mean? Oklahoma State's good. They got a high-powered offense. Defense is, but Texas is kind of let me down a little bit too. I mean, they should have beat Oklahoma. But again, if Texas beats Oklahoma State soundly, they're probably going to go to the playoffs because what's happening next. I got Alabama. Sorry, Georgia fans. Plus 5.5 over Georgia. I mean, at hosting Georgia in the SEC championship. Again, I'm not an Alabama fan at all. I can't stand the Crimson Tide, but I just think Alabama. This has been Kirby Smart's kryptonite. Except for one time, he beat him in the championship game. I mean, yeah, for the national championship. But again, who got hurt? I think it was John Minchie got hurt. Sorry, man. I hate to bring that up, but yeah, I got Alabama. I got Alabama plus 5.5. I got Iowa State. I'm sorry, plus 21.5 against Michigan in the Big Ten championship. That's a big spread. Iowa's good defensively. Michigan's good defensively. It's gonna be a rock fight. It's gonna be a rock fight. Michigan will ultimately win, but I don't think they're gonna blow the doors off them like that. And then last but not least, my Florida State Seminoles minus 2.5 against Louisville in the ACC championship. This is it. It's the time, Mike Norvell. I know you lost your best player, lost the quarterback. Heisman hopeful in Jordan Travis, but you got the players aside from him to get it done. Let's get it done. I think they're gonna get it done. All right, switching gears to the NFL now. Games I'm looking forward to. The Commanders, my Commanders, their defense without Jack Del Rio. Oh, and guess who they get coming off firing Jack Del Rio? The Miami Dolphins. Listen. Let's see what they do. Let's see what style Ron Rivera has implemented. Please don't be the same type of coverage, the way you play off them and just giving them so much of a cushion because they're just going to run. Tyreek Hill's going to he's going to have 300 yards. He's going to have 300 yards on Sunday if they play that same defense. That soft-ass defense. Find a way to generate some pass rush without, even though you traded your two best pass rushers. You got to find a way. So that's the game I'm looking forward to. Broncos-Texans. Winner goes to the playoffs. This is a big game for both teams. I think the winner is going to the playoffs. The loser, it's going to be tough. Probably out, especially if it's the Broncos. They're going to be out. Texans may have a shot, but I say the winner of this game, yeah, they're going to the playoffs. Obviously, 49ers, Eagles, rematch of the NFC Championship, possible NFC Championship preview. Let's see what's going on here. You know what I mean? Like 49ers, it's not even really a litmus test or measure stick game for either one of these teams because they both have beaten good teams this season. But this is just to see for the 49ers to say, all right, look, our quarterback, he blew his elbow out, basically. His elbow got blown out. Now he's here with us. Let's get it done. We're going to show him now. They're going to get it done. And then Chiefs-Packers. Packers need this win to get to the playoffs. I had them in the playoffs anyway. I had them win the division. I don't know if that's going to happen, but them beating the Lions last week really kind of showed me something. So yeah, they need this win to get to the playoffs. If they don't win this game, yeah, they're out. They're basically out. It's over for them. All right. So here's my locks. Now again, NCAA I went 1-4 last week. NFL I went 1-3 in a push. I had a bad week. I've been having bad weeks. Here's the bounce back though. So I got the Chargers minus 5.5 at the Patriots. Broncos plus 3.5 to Texans. Falcons minus 1.5 at the Jets. I got the Eagles plus 2.5 over the 49ers. And I got the Rams minus 3.5 at the hosting the Browns. Yeah, I mean, I just think the Browns, man, like, nah, you not. DTR is cool. I mean, they're bringing in I'm sorry. Joe Flacco. Let me slow it down. Joe Flacco is going to be starting at quarterback. Hell no. Rams, you better not lose to the Browns. Nah. So, yeah, I got the Rams minus 3.5. So, all right. That's my locks. We come back from the break. We're going to get into a little bit of NBA, some MLB, rants, bozos, close the show. All right. Stick and stay. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, and after Massholes. Right back.
Y'all fly forever.
Turn that shit
Y'all fly
up,
forever.
Joe.
Ayy, y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip.
All right. So I wanted to get into this Josh Giddey allegations. There's been a lot of chatter going on about what happened with Josh Giddey. If you don't know, Josh Giddey is being investigated right now by the NBA and the local police department for an alleged a relationship with an underage woman, young lady. There's been a lot of chatter. Basically, you see if you've been watching, kind of reading Twitter, whatever, Des Bryant or social media, a lot of people have been attacking Malik Andrews because she hasn't really given the same energy to Josh Giddey as she did with Brandon Miller and Ime Udoka. Des Bryant's even kind of called around and kind of try to say, don't make it a black and white thing. She is mulatto. People don't know that. Mixed, I should say, mixed race, biracial. I would say this, and I kind of felt everybody when it first happened. Like, why hadn't she done that? And I didn't like what she did with the Brandon Miller on draft night. But when you look at it from the perspective of what Stephen A. Smith is coming. I listen to Stephen A. Smith's show. Sorry, let me fix myself here. I'm bugging out. So from Stephen A. Smith's show, when he basically said she had to ask that question about Brandon Miller, had to bring that up, basically, his past or whatever. Well, the allegations. You got to see it from a journalistic perspective. I'm not a journalist. Des Bryant's not a journalist, so you got to respect that part. And the Ime Udoka thing, I still think that was a little too far. Like, I don't think that has anything to do with him coaching because he had extramarital affair. Again, I don't judge about stuff like that. So I don't see how that's that. I don't see why she should have brought that up. That shouldn't be anybody's business. And I don't think he should have lost a job for it, but whatever. Anyway, we know why. But anyway, so going back to now Josh Giddey, Stephen A. Smith also brought up a point which everybody should understand. There's no real facts. There's no facts. All we know is that there's a picture of him with the girl. And that's it. She says her age is 16 supposedly, and that's it. Josh Giddey's not speaking. The family's not cooperating with the police. So straighten myself. I'm bugging out here. So the family's not cooperating with the police. What do you do? What do you really say? How can you excoriate them when there's no real facts? Other than to say, you're 21, she's 16, that should be a no-go. No, that's it. That's really all it should be. You're 21, she's 16, that should be a no-go. But there's no real facts here. So I get where Stephen A. Smith is coming from, and anybody else who brought up this point. There's no facts. What can you say when there's no facts? Nothing else has come out. I mean, now, Andrew Bogut has said, again, I have the audio, but I'm not going to play it. Andrew Bogut has said that basically the girl lied. She lied about her age, and the Thunder have known about it for years. The Thunder have known about it and have been aware of the situation for the past year. So, what do you do? It's being investigated. They've been looking into it. Wait for the facts to come out. Then we can kind of come to conclusion and say what we need to say. So then, man, we kind of just got to let that ride. You know what I mean? Because in Brandon Miller's case, there was a bunch of facts that came out. Again, I don't think he should be getting excoriated because he did nothing wrong. He drove his car there. He didn't know what they was going to do. Again, if you don't know Brandon Miller's story, well, not his story, but two of his teammates are basically on trial for a capital murder of a young woman. He drove the car. He drove over there, and there was a gun in his car, and then that gun was used to kill the young lady. And that's a really serious situation, and there were facts there. So I get where Stephen Smith is coming from, where people to speak on it and say, well, man, look, you drove your car there. Police looked into him, but he was never indicted. He was never charged with anything. So I think that should be it. Brandon Miller had nothing to do with it. Leave that alone. It shouldn't be really talked about as much anymore. To me, focus on the guys who did it. Those are guys who did it. Those are guys who should be getting excoriated and ran through the mud, not Brandon Miller. But yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on the Josh Giddey situation. As more comes out, I'll speak more on it, and everybody else will too. So I guess stay tuned. In-season tournament now. Let's talk about that. My thoughts on it. I thought it was good. Aside from the courts, you know what I mean? I thought they were good. Thought it was good. The players seem interested. I think the fans seem interested. I watched every game that came on. I have League Pass, so I watched it too. Um, the knockout, the way to get to the knockout round, the tiebreakers were kind of funny though. It's more soccer style. Like I don't want the NBA to be like soccer. And that's kind of, I mean, obviously the in-season tournament already is something that's like soccer. Now the WNBA they have a Commissioner's Cup. They have an in-season tournament themselves. So I like what the NBA did there, but the tiebreaker rule with by point differential, I don't like that because again, my Nets were 3-1 in their group play with the Celtics and the Magic, but we were third because our point differential was 20, and I think the Celtics was 22. You look it up real quick. The Celtics was what? Celtics point differential was 27. The Magic was 22. Ours was 20. Knicks got the wild card though in the East because they were plus 42 in point differential. So the teams that advanced was Indiana. They were 4-0. The Bucks were 4-0. Celtics were 3-1, and the Knicks got the 3-1 with the wild card 42 because of their point differential 42. In the West, Lakers advanced 4-0. Suns got the wild card 3-1 point differential 30 plus 34. Pelicans advanced 3-1, and the Kings advanced 4-0. And there were teams who went 3-1. Like I don't know. There's got to be a better way for tiebreakers. That might be the only way, but I think there should be a better way. So if I had to say anything that they need to tweak is the tiebreaker and the courts. Take the damn court. Take the colorful courts, all purple, all blue, all black, all gold. Take all that out. Just put the cup in the middle or whatever the case is, and then put in-season tournament somewhere along the courts or something so we know what it is. And that's it. Keep the jerseys. That's cool. You know what I mean? You can wear their city edition jerseys. I'm cool with that. But the courts, nah, man. Courts is, you know what I mean? I like some of them, but overall, like, nah, that's just kind of a distraction. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, there's got to be a different way for tiebreakers to me. You know what I mean? Different rule tiebreakers. We'll see though. But going forward, I like it. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be here to stay. I think the players liked it. And again, it's $1 million. You know what I mean? You winning some bread too. You know, you ain't just getting a trophy, you winning some bread. So I like it overall as a fan. You know what I mean? Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it stays around, but just tweak them couple things and we'll be good with it. All right. Now, Fadeaway Sports. Make sure I get that right. Yep, Fadeaway Sports. Shout out to them. Like I said, I'll get better at shouting out the article or the person who wrote the article, whatever the company who did. I do apologize. I'll get better at it. Fadeaway World. I'm sorry. Fadeaway World wrote an article. Shout out to Eddie Batar. Basically saying the top 3 targets for every NBA team right now. I'm just gonna go to the Brooklyn Nets, because that's my team, and because I could get into this I can get into it for a long show, and we ain't got that much time. All right, so they say the Brooklyn Nets top 3 targets are Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, and DeAndre Hunter. I say no. Hell no. If I'm Brooklyn, I'm keeping an eye on the LA Clippers situation. See what happens. If they just keep losing games, I mean, they lost to the Nuggets without all their big stars. Jokic, Murray, I don't think Aaron Gordon played, and Reggie Jackson lit him up. DeAndre Jordan dusted himself off and dropped 20 on him. I think 20 and 12. DeAndre Jordan? Like, yo, come on, man. Listen, he was nice, but he's been in the league for a while, and he was just kind of been a role player. Basically a bench player. No disrespect, but that's what he's been. Came out, like I said, cleaned himself off, jumped off the bench and dropped dubs on him. Dropped a dub on the Clippers. And they lost. They looked good the other night, though, against the Kings, back-to-back. So they looked good against the Kings, but it's not consistent. I don't know if it's going to get there. You know what I mean? I wanted James Harden there. I wanted to see it, but I think, like I said, James Harden should have came off the bench to me, not Russell Westbrook. So anyway, if I'm Brooklyn, I'm monitoring that situation. I'm sending all the draft picks Brooklyn has. You can't hold on to these draft picks, Sean Marks. I'm going to get Paul George. That's what the Brooklyn Nets need. Big man, he's 6'9", 6'10". He can score. He can defend. He does all that. That's what they need. That's what they need. They need Paul George. If I'm Brooklyn, I'm going to get Paul George. And that's it. I'm not. Zach LaVine's cool. You know what I mean? Vucevic is all right. But I'm not. Because I don't want to give up Clax. And I don't want to send Nicholas Claxton to the bench. Nicholas Claxton is getting better. He's going to be better. He's going to be a 20-10 guy before his career is done. I'm guarantee that. He's starting to show his range. He's good around the basket with the touch. Nah, man. And obviously he can defend his ass off. Nah, we not letting go of Nick Claxton. No way, shape, or form. Hell no. Hell no. So yeah, if I'm Brooklyn, that's who I'm going after. I mean, then you look at some other like Boston Celtics. What do the Celtics need? They said their top trade targets: Trey Lyle, T.J. McConnell, Dorian Finney-Smith. He's on the Nets. We're not getting rid of Doe either. That ain't happening. Celtics don't need anything. They got everything they need. Celtics are good. They got everything they need. Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard's balling his ass off. You know what I mean? Like they got team. They got a good team. Damn, Derek White. They got a damn good team. They got a damn good team. They don't need anybody else on that. Porzingis. I forgot about Porzingis. They don't need anybody else. They don't need anybody else. The Lakers. Let's see what they got for the Lakers. Hold on. Let me just scroll through real quick. Because I honestly didn't, like the Nuggets. What do the Nuggets really need? They're saying the Nuggets. Reggie Bullock, Mo Bamba, Jayshawn Tate. Maybe Mo Bamba, maybe Reggie Bullock, but I think the Nuggets are fine. Nuggets don't need anybody. Again, it's just probably a scenario, whatever. It's an article. Give us something to talk about. So let me see. Let's go down here. Like the Clippers, Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso, and Nikola Vucevic. I don't think they need any of that. I just think they need to defend more. If they defend, the Clippers will be fine. Build some continuity, they'll be fine. Will they defend, though? Will they build that continuity? I don't think so. So Brooklyn, watch out for that. Now the Lakers, it's basically the same thing. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Bojan Bogdanovic. If anybody, you go get Bojan Bogdanovic. You don't need more scoring. There's not enough basketballs to go around for that. Pause. For Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan, with LeBron, with AD. And obviously, if you get them, you're gonna be trading away D'Angelo Russell or Austin Reeves. I like what the Lakers got continuity. I got the Lakers winning the chip or get into the chip. At least I got them winning the chip this year. Like Bills, you got the continuity there. When Jared Vanderbilt comes back, the Lakers are gonna be fine. Now, if you want to go get Bojan Bogdanovic, okay. Another 3-point shooter for LeBron with LeBron to pair with LeBron. That's it. But I don't think they need Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan. You don't need how much more help does LeBron need? I don't think he needs that much more help. Come on, man. That's just me. Again, it's just trade scenarios he's throwing out there. I like it. I respect it, but that's just my opinion. Lakers don't need shit. Excuse my language. Brooklyn, let's try to get Paul George. Monitor that situation. Let's monitor that situation. Try to get Paul George. All right. A little bit of hot stove, baseball. My boy Luis Severino, he's on the Mets now. You know what I mean? Crosstown rival. He went to the Mets. 1 year, $13 million contract. Good luck to him. Hopefully he gets it right. He was absolutely horrible when he came off his injury. I'm going to say it again. He was absolutely horrible. Horrible for the Yankees when he came back for last season. He was giving up 4 or 5 runs in the first inning. Every time he came out, basically. He had one good start, I believe. One good start from what I watched. And that was it. Other than that, he was getting shelled. He just was a shell of himself. He just wasn't. I don't know if he was back fully healthy. I don't know what it was, but he crashed and burned with the Yankees. It ended pretty bad for someone who had a promising start, who we thought could have been our ace. Wasn't the case. So good luck with him. Good luck to him over with the Mets. We'll see what happens with that. But now the Athletic dropped their top 100 free agents. Courtesy of Jim Bowden. Shout out to Jim Bowden and the Athletic. Obviously, now if I'm the Yankees, you know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get Juan Soto. You know what I mean? That's who I'm trying to get. Nobody else but Juan Soto. And if I'm not gonna get Juan Soto, I'm gonna get the pitchers. Some of the top pitchers are Yoshiniba Yamamoto, if I'm saying his name right. Obviously, Shohei's there, but he's not gonna pitch this season. And then you got Blake Snell. If I'm the Yankees, I'm gonna go bolster that. If I'm not gonna get Juan Soto, and put it like this: if I gotta trade Jason Dominguez to get Juan Soto, hell no, we're not trading the Martian. Hal Steinbrenner, Brian Cashman, you better not trade the Martian to get Juan Soto. Nope, and no. Juan Soto is young, but that kid Jason Dominguez is gonna be a star, just like Juan Soto. Nope, we're not trading stars for stars. Jason Dominguez is the truth. Already, he's the truth. We're not trading him. So if you're not going to get Juan Soto, at least bolster up that starting rotation around Garrett Cole. I know you got Michael King coming out of the bullpen to be a starting rotation, just 3-year starter now, but get that starting rotation locked down. You know, at this point, man, let's try to stop runs and not burn out the bullpen by the time we get to August. And if we got to play small ball, play small ball. That's the best philosophy anyway. Let's get away from the Bronx Bombers for now. Let's death by 1,000 cut these teams. Single here, double here, single here, bang. Then when you get, you knock them in, home run, home run. But let's get guys on base. Let's single and double them to death. Pause. I don't mean to say it like that, or no offense, I don't mean to say it like that, but let's single and double them. You know what I mean? Single and double them. Like a punch, a technical boxer, technical. Just box the ears in. No knock them out. No swinging for the fences. Just let's single and double them. Let's try a different philosophy, Yankees, because the Bronx Bombers thing ain't working. It doesn't work for anybody in baseball that swing for the fences because the strikeouts are up. Home runs might be up, but strikeouts are up too. Let's get on base. Let's hit to get on base. That's your job too, not just to hit home runs. Get on base is your job as a baseball player. So yeah, if you're not going to get Juan Soto, then let's go after some of these starting pitchers. You know what I mean? That's who I would think they would go after. So I mean, there's not really much there as far as it's like the top 100, but who else we got? Let me see. All right, let me see if I can't really get into it, but yeah. So I mean, it's not for you got Cody Bellinger. He could play first base or the outfield, but definitely if you're gonna let go of what's my man's name? Damn, Anthony Rizzo. Then you bring in Cody Bellinger. Cool, I'm with that. Bring back Gio Urshela from the Yankees at third base. Come on, man. Gio Urshela was locked down at third base, and he could get a little bit. You know, whatever you're gonna do with IKF, I think IKF should stay. Utility man, I would keep Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. I like him. You know what I mean? He came on. He had a good. I think he had a good season. I like what I seen from IKF, so I would keep him. All right, so that's how I'm looking at it as far as the free agency for the Yankees. Tell me what you think about your team. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, support. All right, let's get into my rants and bozos. Here's my rant, and he's kind of a bozo too. Nardo Wick. So Nardo Wick's team decided, and it wasn't his fault. He apologized. They knocked out a kid. They knocked the kid out who tried to get his pitcher. He just wanted his pitcher. They knocked him out. Kid had brain bleeding, concussion, all that. Again, he did apologize. But this basically goes back to the point of everybody can't go. It's okay to hire security, professional security. You brought your friends along, and look what happens. They bring in that same mentality, and they knock a kid out who just wants to get your pitcher. So not only did you not cost yourself some money because that kid's gonna sue his parents or his parents. If he's still in the hospital, they are on the phone with a lawyer as we speak. As soon as that kid's head hit the ground, they want a lawyer, and they seen it on the video. They were on the phone with a lawyer. I'm sorry, yo, how much can we get? What's going on? He is getting sued for that. Period. Point blank. I would be shocked if he's not. He's getting sued for that. So that's already some money you probably gonna lose. They got video evidence to show us you're probably gonna lose that. But you might lose a bag. You could be putting yourself in a position to lose bags from other venues. Like, nah, we're not bringing you here. If you know what I mean? What if venues might start acting like that? What if they finally say, you know what? We're not gonna keep doing this, all this wildness and this rowdiness, but your entourage is coming in. Nah, you not coming. You losing bags now. Everybody can't go. Just know that everybody can't go. Again, I don't care if you're a big time lawyer. You got a friend that just listen. They just don't get it. They costing you and themselves, but when they cost themselves, they cost you as well. They can't go. Everybody can't go. Everybody can't go, man. Everybody can't go. It's a bozo move to hire your own friends. It's not a smart move. Hire professional security when you make it that big. You up there. This is your life. This is your career. You worked hard for this. For your friends to throw it away, knocking out a kid because he wanted your pitcher. Come on, man. We got to do better, man. Got to do better. It's crazy. Crazy. All right. Another rant is, man, I'm just tired of guys like Charleston White and all these other people, man. It just, I don't know, man. It's just like the dude it's just the silliness, man, just to get clicks and likes, But he says some things that maybe, let me see if I can find it. Hold on 1 second. So let me pull him up. Here we go.
I started out as a community activist. I came to the internet as a frustrated community activist. Then I started getting money off the internet. Once I started getting money, it's fuck the community. Only people who think about community is broke motherfuckers. Motherfucker with money don't give a damn about fixing the community.
But don't people look at that as you turning your back on this community?
I don't do a motherfucking thing no more, community, nigga.
All right, so you just heard from Charleston White. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just he's getting paid to do all this. They paying him. They want him coming out and talking and speaking. I mean, and part of that is probably right. He's probably right, even if he's trolling or not. How many stars once they make it are really in the community all the time? Again, I don't know that many out here that's doing it from my town, from Worcester. If you know somebody from your town that's always in the community, always looking out, without doing it for some other reason, for their own gain, let me know. Let me know. But, I mean, he just said it. He gave the game away. They're not. He's not no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when I was poor and you know what I mean? I was trying to look, help the community out and all that. Yeah, I was there. When I was poor, I ain't had much going on. But now I got a lot going on. I made it. Nah. Forget the community. I ain't around. Shout out the community, though. Shout out. That's it. Come on, man. Again, I don't like what he did to get famous, but it's not my business. And it's just, to me, it's not the American dream. The American dream to me used to be, white picket fence, nice house, 2-car garage, living comfortably. You don't have to be a millionaire. But not everybody wanted to be in the 1%. Now the American dream is, let's get to that 1%. Let's get to be a millionaire, billionaire. By any means necessary, though. Not, I'm a master plumber and I'm going to be a millionaire. Own $1 million company. It's, I'm going to say some wild shit, do some wild shit, act wild, and that's how I'm going to get my millions. I'm going to blow up like that. It's going to go viral. Everybody's going to like it. Because everybody likes train wrecks. Everybody likes drama. That's why these shows get all the play they get, because we like that. We don't want to see someone taking care of somebody, whatever, I don't know, walking their dog or something. You know what I mean? 2 kids just kind of having fun or whatever the case is. You know, you don't want to see the lovey-dovey. Yeah, some people like the romance and all that. Most people like the train wrecks, the bad girls clubs and all that. We like a train wreck. That's why when somebody gets to a car crash, you sit there, you stare as you driving by. And what do you I mean, again, some people are probably saying, damn, hopefully everybody's okay. But some people are staring like, whoa, and let's record it. We watch all these people get shot, beat up on the camera. People are recording it. People get into fights. Let's record it. Oh, it's cool. Everybody likes a train wreck. Everybody likes drama. And that seems to be the recipe now to get money. And I just ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that, man. I'm just not feeling it. I'm tired of Charleston White, man, for real. I mean, he don't know who the hell I am. He ain't gonna give a damn what I'm saying. He good. The money blinded him. Cool. I'm just tired of guys like Charleston White and anybody else who does it like that. Again, if you got OnlyFans, I don't care. You know what I mean? That's your business. Take your clothes off, do what you do. Because that's got nothing to do with being a bozo. You know what I mean? Get your money how you got to get it, because that's how they want you to live. They don't look at you unless you're getting money. But I feel like you shouldn't have to do that. Sell your soul and ass out on camera to get money. Shit on your own people to get money. That's just how I feel. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? All right, let's get into the bozo, though. Bozo of the week. Hold on, let me see. Let's get to a bozo of the week. NFL. Sorry, excuse me. NFL bozo of the week. They suspended the cameraman for taking a photo of Tyreek Hill backflipping during his TD touchdown celebration against the game this Sunday. Suspended it for the rest of the season. He lost his bag for that because he took a picture. So now what? Like, no fun league for real. Like, so you let him celebrate, but the cameraman can't take a picture. He was hired by the Dolphins to record him anyway. So what's wrong with him taking a picture of Tyreek Hill backflipping? Like, come on. Like, NFL is crazy. NFL, man. Y'all, man, get it together, man. You guys are straight bozos for that, man. Let that man work, man. You took his bag away because he took a picture of Tyreek Hill backflipping. Man, come on, man. That's savagery at its best. NFL bozos for that, man. They can never get it all the way right, aside from aside from just they're the NFL. So that's why they do stuff like this. Man, that's bozo-ness, man. Straight bozo. All right, couple quick things. Deion Sanders won Coach of the Year. Sportsman of the Year. I like Prime. I like what he did with Colorado. They lost like 8 straight. I don't see it. I wouldn't have picked it. It's cool. He's sportsman of the year, but that's not my sports person of the year. My sports person of the year, as much as I don't shit on him, you know what I mean? But and I'm a fan. I respect him. I think he's a legend, but I'm not the biggest fan. LeBron James to me is a sports person of the year. If you're gonna pick one, LeBron James, he just passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the top scorer in the league of all time. And everything else that he's done in the community, whatever he does, LeBron James is the sports person of the year. Or like they said, I was listening to show on ESPN, a sportsman, like when they said it, like any 4 of the women and a couple of the women on the women college basketball players, Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese, Dawn Staley, any one of them, you could just put them all and make them all sports women of the year. That whole genre, women, WNBA, you see what they did. The Barclays Center was sold out because of the Liberty, and it just kind of trickled into the season with the Nets. But they brought the crowd there. The Liberty did. Where they really, and they really showed home court support for the fans, for the team. Not for the opposing team. This is the first year that I've been watching the Nets that you don't hear them. You don't hear the abundant loud cheers or the glaring loud cheers for the other team, for the opposing team. Where the crowd seems like it's rocking. Where they actually got a home court advantage out there in Brooklyn. That's because of the Liberty. So if anything, they should be sports women of the year. And to me, it'll be LeBron. Past Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron. Deion's cool. What he did is cool, but no. And this team just lost 8 straight. I wouldn't do it. No way, not me. All right. What else we got here? What we got? All right, one quick thing here, too. They flexed out the Patriots-Chiefs game on Monday night. Whenever it's coming up, upcoming weeks, they flexed it out. I didn't know why they should do it earlier. Do it earlier. Don't just do it now. Don't do it like I hate that they do it like in these weeks. I just think they should be flexing out games. And I've said this in the past. Week 4. If you're 1-3 and you're on a Thursday night, a Monday night game, Sunday night game, nope, you're not on it no more. Flex it out. Flex the damn game out. Flex it out. Flex it out. Flex it out. That's it. 1-3, 1-4, whatever. You want to do it after week 5? Cool. Flex it out. I will actually start week 4. That's what I'm saying. If you're 1-4, 1-3, or okay, after week 5, going into week 6. If you're 1-4, no, flex it out. And you're on a Monday night, anything, no, flex that game out. They should start way earlier than week 12, week 13. But that's crazy, man. How far the mighty have fallen. The Patriots got flexed out of a game against the Chiefs, too. The Chiefs. That's a marquee selling game, especially in Gillette. Sold out crowd's gonna be there to watch Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, root against them, but yeah, they flexed the game out. Crazy. That's absolutely crazy. All right. One more thing too. Mikey Williams. Mikey Williams, Memphis guard. Shout out to, I believe, ESPN for the report. Pleads guilty to a lesser charge in his gun case. He's a freshman. He's supposed to play for Memphis. So he was charged in an assault case, March 27 incident at home where shots were fired at a vehicle outside his home in San Diego. He was arrested in April, and he's obviously been away from the team while he waits for the process to play out. And he says he feels good, everything, whatever the case is. I mean, look, again, this is you got the world right in your hands, bro, young man, and you look like you got a second chance. Hopefully you don't fuck this up. Excuse my language. Hopefully you don't mess this up. Get back on the court, handle your business, and just listen, learn from this. Learn from this. Because you could have threw it all away. You could have lost everything. After everything you worked for, you could have lost it all. One bad decision. Come on. All right. Last thing, too. My man, shout out my guy.
Hell no.
Excuse me. His name is LeVar Walker on Instagram. He posted a video, and I'm gonna give him the credit because I don't think I've ever known this. Maybe I've seen it before. Of the freezer, you've seen the freezer where you got the lines in the freezer, and that's meant for you to stand up the packages, chicken, the beef, all that, and it gives you more organization. I never knew that. I lay everything down in the freezer. You know what I mean? I never knew that. When you got one of those freezers like that, I never knew that at all. Like, that's something you learn every day. Little education for y'all people. You know what I'm saying? For my people, y'all fans, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't mean to say y'all people. Pause on that. Excuse me on that. So yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I never knew that. I never knew that. If you knew that, again, like, subscribe, share, comment, support. Hey, it's been the Fanatical Massholes show. It's your boy Mizzo coming to y'all every Saturday. Stay locked, stay rocking with me. Appreciate all the support. Remember, like I just said, like, subscribe, share, comment. Shout out our sponsors, Big Belly Barbecue, Young Fly Forever. We will see y'all next week. Peace and blessings. We out.
Young Fly Forever.
Turn that shit up, Joe.
Ayy, Young Fly Forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Young Fly Forever, go get you the drip. Young Fly Forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Young Fly Forever, go get you the drip.